Howdy folks, how you doing? Hope you're doing well and staying safe. I've got two so far of the new American line, the Independence in Yorktown, and I have been struggling to make this review. I've also been struggling to, quite frankly, play these two CVs. I would say, no spoiler, but to me, both of them so far are kind of meh. And I'm not really a CV player overall. I mean, people hate subs. I don't hate CVs, but they're just not my thing. I'll play them in operations for fun or snowflakes. But I thought I'd give these ones a try and see how we're going. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Essex, but I might. But they have some good points, the Independence does in this case, and some they don't. The Independence itself was actually an escort carrier, not a full fleet carrier. So there's some very big limitations to this aircraft. It's more so like playing the Russian line, to be honest with you. You get a one-shot deal, and the amount of drop capability and then what they can do in those 2-1 drops, I'll get to in a minute. It's not really that, it's meh. It's not that good. It's hard. Carrier looks fantastic, just like they did in World War II, which I think is fantastic. But look at the armor, 19 mil, pretty thin, like super thin. Now I'm just going to remove the bow here. Citadel's underwater, but if you have plunging fire from any kind of battleship tier 8 and a little bit below, yeah, it's going to go right through that 21 mil and right at that Citadel. Hit points, decent, 40,200. Aircraft, she's got three types. She's got the attack fighters, which are the TBF Avengers at the back here. Those are torpedo bombers. Those you get 3 drops on, actually 4. They do some pretty good damage. They go 154 knots, but the torpedoes are dead slow. I mean slow. Then you got your attack aircraft, and of course you're going to actually have your bombers, which both those only have 1 drop each and don't do very much damage. Airstrikes, 1 set for subs at 6 kilometers. That's not good, especially against Tier 6 submarines. In my U-69, I've already taken a few of these aircraft carriers out. Maneuverability, okay speed, 33. Rudder shifts, though, that's with the actual upgrade. It's not great. Concealment 9.9, that's actually pretty good. I do like that quite a bit. And if the aircraft is on fire, you can be spotted at 12 kilometers. It's actually really good. That part I'll give it credit for a Tier 6 aircraft carrier. Equipment, here's what goes funny. I spec out my aircraft carriers for everything. So Air Group Modification 1, they're all for the aircraft itself. And of course, Aircraft Engine Modification 1, and then I also take torpedo modification because torpedoes are the ones you get 3 to 4 drops on. And again, I take the modification 2 for it because it's the only get drops on. Here you go. So 10-kilometer range of being detected for these things, but 104 knots. They do 2,000 damage. These torpedoes, they do 45 knots. They're kind of slow. And they only do 3,700 damage. That's if you're lucky with that torpedo protection. The attack aircraft get 1 drop. That's it. The squadron's not bad. It's not great, but it does very, very low damage. I don't know. And then the bombers, same thing, 1 drop. That's it. So you kind of look at it going, you know what I mean? Like it's not awesome. And the drops, I think, are about 5,000. There's the actual engine cooling that I take, and then, of course, then the actual patrol fighter you get. There's damage control, pretty standard. And, of course, you get yourself a fighter. These are all auto. You can't touch these because carrier players don't know how to do anything. And there's the flags to take. Exterior, I did get the actual camo that goes with it. It's kind of cool. I haven't got the Yorktown one yet. I do like what the art department does. It's a good job. Now, for captain skills, again, I take everything for the plane. So I got last gasp for me. And then, of course, I've got improved engine boost. Again, all for the engines for the plane's engines. And then I've got air supremacy, which is not too bad. This one I do like. The actual search and destroy, not bad at all. For me, torpedo bombers, they're about your best on the plane. -10 on aiming. And then, of course, swift fish flying makes torpedoes faster because they're slow. Improve engines, I as well take that. And then, of course, I do take aircraft armor to protect them more against AA damage. And then I take survivability expert to help out. And then I do take approximate fuse for anti-torpedo protection against other ships. So there you go. Where do you start with this? In the torpedo bombers, you can do what's traditional. You can actually do 3 or 4 drops. You can get them in there. They don't do a lot of damage. The rocket planes, here's when I want to talk about the rocket planes, and it's very important I mention this. To my knowledge, they are the longest delay in shooting of rocket planes that I can honestly remember in a game. It's 8 seconds before the rockets. You hit the button and they shoot. You got to aim. And it is bloody hard to hit a DD. If a DD knows that, they're going to maneuver out of your circle, no problem. No problem at all. The dive bombers, it's 1 drop. They do a maximum of 5,700 damage. Like, that's it. That's, I don't know. I kind of look at this and going, you know what I mean? So, I would say it's a meh aircraft carrier. If you want it, get it. I'm not happy with the line so far, to be honest with you. I wish this actually had the ability to do what the Tier 8 can do, and that's lay smoke. I think as a support carrier, laying smoke is fantastic. I've always wanted them. This doesn't have that, so I'm really disappointed, to be honest with you. It's the normal low-grade aircraft carrier. If you're going to spend money on it, my recommendation, unless you really want it, is don't do it. There are much better Tier 6 aircraft carriers out there than this, and I mean a lot better. All right. Yeah, I think that's, I'm gonna leave it here. It's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys gonna get this? Do you like the American fleet? Like, it's up to you. So you guys let me know. But as always, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.